Hello, thank you for joining us at the first ever Talent Forward event. We're excited to share this with you. My name's Shomik and I'm one of the organisers of Essex 2020, a year-long celebration of science and creativity right across Essex, Southend and Thurrock. Let's face it, life is not ideal right now and we can't all be together in the same room, but we hope that you will enjoy the three parts of today's exploration of careers, skills and opportunity. Before I quickly run through what you can expect of today, I want to say the three things that we hope you will get from this. Today we're focusing on some amazing organisations and people who are passionate about science, technology, engineering, the arts and mathematics. You might hear some people call these subjects STEAM for short. We believe that these areas of interest are the key to the future and they work well together to give humans the tools to do anything. Science is how we understand the way everything works. Technology is how we can do the things important to us all, but in much less time. Engineering is how to design and build the world we want. The arts enables us to connect, inspire each other, and to tell the stories of what we're doing. And mathematics is the rule book that underpins all of it. And believe me, there's as much maths in music as there is in banking. So I hope that you will see that the idea that someone is a creative person or someone is a technical person is a myth. We are all both, but we need to hone and develop how we use those sets of skills as we develop our interests and build our careers. The second thing we hope you'll get out of today is some hope. We've all heard doom and gloom stories about the effects of Brexit and coronavirus on jobs for young people. College and university life is challenging for some at the moment, and many businesses will be focused on staying open rather than recruiting. This is all true, but as you'll discover today, there are businesses in Essex and beyond that are booming. They're at the cutting edge of innovation and ideas, and the skills that you have are the skills that they need. Whatever's happening right now will lead to something else, so we'd like you to feel inspired today. The third thing is that we invite you to be curious. Ask lots of questions, nothing is too silly or too small. We've assembled some brilliant people who have all very kindly given up their time and expertise to listen to you and to help you make sense of things. None of them are scary, so make the most of it. The running order for today can be found at essex2020.com. Just visit the events tab of the events calendar. First, we'll have a series of videos from people explaining why creativity and curiosity can help you get to your dream career. In the second session, we have some special question and answer sessions with some amazing industry professionals about their journeys and learning about the world of STEAM in work. And then from 2:30 to 3:30, we'll have a careers roundtable. We'll have a panel of guests who will give 5-minute lightning talks about their careers and their industry, and then they will answer your questions. So if you're aged 14 to 25 and a sector that you're interested in is there, we'd recommend you get booking. We'll be capturing as much of today as we can, so make sure you visit the Essex 2020 website in the coming days as well to catch up on anything you've missed. This event has been designed by Always Possible with the support of the Careers and Enterprise Company, STEM Ambassadors, Tech East and People on Work. A huge thank you to our sponsors City Fibre, without whom it couldn't have happened. Above anything else, have a great day, enjoy the sessions, ask lots of questions. We want to hear all your thoughts and feedback on social media, so make sure that you use hashtag Essex2020 and hashtag TalentForward on your favourite social channels. I think that's all there is to say really. Enjoy your day.
Hi, my name is Luis and I'm a software team lead at LEONARDO. Today we would like to share with you our experiences of engineering and what it means to us. What I have found is that engineering is a very versatile field that will always provide you with an unlimited amount of challenges and opportunities. Growing up, I've always been attracted to maths, physics and computers, probably just like you. This led me to choose a degree in computer games and internet technology. However, what I found was that I could apply the skills I learned to almost anywhere within engineering and beyond. As such, I joined Leonardo as a graduate and have had the opportunity to work on a wide range of projects and have been actively encouraged to use my engineering skills to solve unique and interesting challenges. This meant that I've worked on software that controls high-frequency radios to software that interacts with handheld radios via Android devices and many more. Currently, I am working on a smart information management system that provides cloud capabilities to manage data and improve bandwidth efficiency to systems, especially systems with poor connections, to enable, for example, submarines to communicate with their headquarters. I believe that engineering is definitely an exciting field that will push your creativity.
I started on the graduate scheme just over a year ago, and what a year it's been. I've been involved with such a range of things, from designing thermal cameras to training with the Naval Reserves. Just last month I was putting together a lens assembly for a thermal camera, and it was the first thing that I designed all by myself that was actually produced. I've also got the opportunity to do some filming in infrared using our cameras, like you're seeing on screen now. Our cameras have such a range of uses, from hotspot detection in cricket to night filming for nature shows. The model you're seeing now was actually the same one used in the Italian Alps by David Attenborough's team for the BBC series 7 Worlds, 1 Planet. Learning from about this technology while getting to actually try it out makes it so much more interesting, and I believe is definitely the way to learn. This year has had its ups and downs for myself, like I'm sure it has done for many of you. But working at Leonardo has really helped to keep it on the level. Balancing working from home and coming into the office has allowed me to feel safe, maintain a healthy life balance, and also keep up with the strong relationships I have here. Our graduate and apprenticeship schemes have been recruiting and running throughout the whole thing, and I felt like an integral part of the business. It was also amazing to be part of a project creating PPE for local key workers. I'd recommend the graduate scheme to anyone. You get thrown into real life engineering problems straight from the off, but also get to do some fun, exciting training on the side, and the support is great.
Hello, I'm Jim Hutchinson and I'm an engineer. And the reason I'm an engineer is that when I was younger I used to enjoy cycling. I used to go out all over the countryside, cycling, riding bikes and riding motorbikes, and taking them apart and putting them back together again, seeing how they worked and making them work better and making new parts to make them work even better still. So to be an engineer, I knew I needed to be studying my maths and my science, my physics, my design technology, and get good grades. So I got good grades and I went to college and I went to university and I got my degree. And then I landed the best job in the world working for a company making mounted display systems, where if the pilot is looking in an SE rescue situation, for example, and the pilot is looking out all over the horizon looking for something, the helmet on his head is driving the camera underneath the aircraft, so that wherever the pilot is looking, the camera is following suit, so he can see all the information that the camera can see. Also I learned is ships. Why do ships stay upright and float? Why don't ships just fall over and sink? So some useful things. So an engineer is always using know-how, maths, science, creativity, imagination to find real solutions to real world problems. So that's what I enjoy doing every day, and I hope you'll be able to join us and join the community.
So who am I? My name's Chris Tuckett. I'm a physiotherapist by background. I'm now working as the Associate Director of Allied Health Professionals at North East London Foundation Trust, which is a huge NHS hospital trust covering 3,000 square miles across North East London, Essex and some of Kent. As a physiotherapist, I got to this vision by having a keen interest in physical activity and biology at college. I went on to study sport and exercise science initially at university, completed that degree and then continued my studies to qualify as a registered physiotherapist. I worked for a number of years in the National Health Service and still do. I've also worked privately for Nuffield Health, which is a private healthcare organisation, as well as Public Health England as a physical activity clinical champion. So being a physiotherapist has really allowed me to explore and be creative throughout my career path. So what is my career? What is my work? As I said on my previous video, I work as the Associate Director of Allied Health Professionals, or AHPs. Now, Allied Health Professionals are the third largest body of staff within the NHS, or the second largest body of staff at NELF, where I work. And Allied Health Professionals, or AHPs again, they cover 14 different careers. So it's a really wide-ranging area of the National Health Service to get into. And the 14 careers, I'll try and list them for you. There's art therapists, drama therapists, music therapists, chiropodists, podiatrists, there's dietitians, occupational therapists, operating department practitioners, orthoptists, osteopaths, paramedics, physiotherapists, orthotists, prosthetists, radiographers and speech and language therapists. There's a huge number of professions, and I think how creativity and curiosity can really help you build your dream 21st century career is firstly being creative and exploring the different career options that are out there. If you went onto Google and typed in Allied Health Professionals or AHPs and the NHS, you'll find lots more information about all of those careers. I'd also recommend typing into Google the WOW show at Health Education England. Again, you'll find lots of different content there promoting these different career choices. And these careers have a huge variety within them. So if you're a creative person, if you're someone who's quite innovative, then working in the healthcare as an allied health professional will allow you to use those skills to assess patients, to treat patients, to come up with innovative solutions to their problems. You'll be using some really basic but important tools, but also you'll gain access to some really advanced technological innovations that we use in healthcare. You'll potentially be prescribing drugs, prescribing equipment. You'll be working with people from all different cultures and backgrounds, the communication skills, which is a really creative and intensely creative process, will be in high demand. And we also use things like social media a lot nowadays to communicate with our patients. So creativity and curiosity, if you've got those in abundance, it will stand you in really good stead as an allied health professional. So, who are NELFT? NELFT are the North East London Foundation Trust. We're a huge organisation delivering healthcare across North East London, Essex and Kent, mainly mental health and community services. We serve a huge population of service users and patients with approximately 6,000 staff, 1,000 of which are allied health professionals or AHPs. So under that banner we do have art therapists, music therapists, podiatrists, dietitians, occupational therapists, physiotherapists, speech and language therapists, prosthetists and orthotists. So a huge number of potential careers for you to explore. So if you are a creative person, if you are naturally curious, then please take a look at our recruitment website, the NELF Hospital website. Look at the WOW Careers website online. You can Google search that and you'll see that there are a huge number of potential jobs that I know you will find a benefit, of use and very fulfilling. But outside of those more clinical roles, we also have roles in administration, in recruitment, in communication, in managerial positions, across leadership positions. So please explore healthcare. There's a limitless number of jobs, there's great career progression, and you'll have lots and lots of opportunities to use those naturally creative tendencies that I know you'll all have. I look forward to meeting you.
Hello, I'm Ben. I'm Creative Director at Creative Co-op. My key role is to be responsible for the creative work that we produce, giving direction on design and working with the whole team to plan and deliver projects.
Hi, I'm Alan. I'm Creative Co-op's Technical Director and Lead Developer. I'm responsible for our technical approach and delivery on web projects and our hosting and maintenance for clients. We're a cooperative business owned by our members, and being a cooperative has an influence on how we work together and work with clients.
These are some of the services that we provide at Creative Co-op. You see there's quite a range of services, from branding, print, web design and illustration, through to online diagnostics, animation, hosting, training and workshops.
A big part of our project work revolves around designing and building websites. We've got some questions for Alan and Ben based around collaborating and combining creative and technical. Our first question is directed towards Alan. What are the creative phases of building a website?
So we build websites in sprints, which include various different stages. Some of them we call creative and some non-creative. So the two phases that we're calling creative are the architecture and the visual design. So for architecture, we have to decide how to deliver what's been specified and what's been designed. And in the visual design, we have to create a visual solution for the client's needs.
What skills do you need to design and create a website?
For web design, aside from the general design skills that you need, knowledge of design for digital is really important. Great attention to detail, good communication skills with clients and the other members in your team, being cooperative and being able to understand how the people work, technical knowledge, proactive and being interested in what you're doing is really key. And above all, experience really does help with all of these. And remember, no one does start off a great designer, so it's all about experience.
So for a developer, a general problem-solving ability. I rate communication skills very highly. I like to demystify technical matters for our clients. Thinking about future needs of a client. So I think that you design and develop better when you're trying to anticipate how a website might be used in future. It can lead you to make better decisions, better architecture decisions. Persistence, so believing that there's always going to be a way to do what you need to do. And then finally, humility, so just recognize when you're out of your depth and ask for help. Different websites might need different amounts of these skills, but in the end, they come down to the same human ability, which is you're visualizing a solution to a problem. And that's something that's the same for design or development.
How do specialists with different skills work together in an agency?
So we're a cooperative, and I think a lot of how we collaborate together comes down to cooperative principles, which are really all about communication, a sense of equality among co-op members. So although everyone's not got the same amount of responsibility, everyone feels like they at least have a say in how the agency works. How you work with colleagues and clients, I think, is more important than what specific skills you have. A really great designer or a developer with poor people and communication skills won't reach their potential unless they understand how to bridge that gap by collaborating with people who do have those skills.
How do I improve my chances of getting into a career in design or development?
So a few key tips from me would be, one would be to build a solid network of connections. So going to events and that type of thing, something that's often overlooked by a lot of students. So go beyond the minimum, whether that's in your work or your personal projects. getting an apprenticeship or an internship, any experience with agencies or working professionals, I think it's a really good move. So how you communicate and interact with others is probably just as important as the actual skills of design. And you also need to sell yourself into getting into these agencies and getting a chance to get that first step in the door. And ultimately, I think best tip would be don't give up. It does sometimes take people, up to and over a year to land their first job. So I'd say the main thing is, just don't give up, keep going, and you will get there.
So I would add to that, learn what your strengths and weaknesses are. So if you're a developer, learn what you are naturally very good at, and go deeper into that. But at the same time, balance that with trying to fill the gaps in your skills. I'd say build some things. Create a portfolio of work. If you're a designer, as a developer, take a look at the open source platforms that you're interested in. See if you can build any modules for them, contribute anything to GitHub. Work on collaborating with people that have different skills to you. So you don't have to be good at everything. You can just work with people who are good at the things you're not. And you can bring new skills to an agency that might be very well established. So as we're all aware, some industries are negatively affected, but our sector in digital and design may actually benefit from all this. It's a very exciting time to get into digital, and if you want to know more, get in contact with us on any of our social media channels, which are going to follow.
Hi there, my name's Dr. Jim Stevens, and I'm a researcher at the University of Essex. For this Talent Forward event, I'm going to talk to you about some of the things that I and my colleagues as researchers do at our university, how that links to business, what sort of businesses we link to, and what sort of jobs there might be for people like you who want to explore a career in this area. What I'm going to talk to you about is how your food is closely related to the research that goes on at universities like Essex and others around the country. So you may be aware that Brexit is on its way, and one of the consequences of Brexit might be real changes to the food security we face. Even if it doesn't, there are multiple threats out there, and we have to consider considerable constraints on the way that we can produce food in future. An example of this would be we import a considerable fraction of all our food in the UK, but also export a large amount of grain and beef and so on. So the question is, what is the best mix of imports and exports for the country? Another question might be around the food systems we use. What's the best way to farm? Do we need to use the land in the way it's been used at the moment? Could we, for instance, rewild some of it, plant new forests and so on? What would be the consequence on the intensity of land use for farming after that? Another question is around how our diets are changing. There's clearly pressure to eat less meat in our diets. How would that affect the beef farming industry in the UK, for instance? And we also need to consider the impact on our health. What is the best diet for us? How much plants should we eat relative to other types of food? When thinking about all these constraints, one element appears more often, and that is this idea of agritech. Agritech is really just the application of technology in an agricultural and horticultural setting. And one of the clearest examples of the use of agritech is the emergence of vertical farms and increased use of glass houses or greenhouses to produce our food. At the moment, vertical farms are typically used for high-value horticultural crops like baby leaf salads, micro leaves, a few herbs. And for greenhouses, it's not much different. Lettuces, that sort of thing. But in all cases, what we're talking about is controlled environments where the grower attempts to manage various elements of the environment, such as temperature, humidity, and most importantly of all, light. Most growers who use additional lighting in their controlled environments do so just to improve photosynthesis. And so what they're doing is they are using blue light and red light almost only. They might use a little bit of white, but let's just say blue and red light. And that's because chlorophyll in plants absorb most heavily in the blue and red regions, and they reflect the green light, making plants green. So the only light they really want for photosynthesis is blue and red light. But there are other things that the plants do, controlled by light, that aren't photosynthesis. And Charles Darwin himself did a considerable amount of research in this area, including noting phototropism, for instance, which is where the tip of a growing plant detects light and grows towards it. And that's just one very brief example. These days we know about many more activities, and in particular that the colour of light, so the wavelength of light that it receives, determines different sorts of outcomes. And we can go all the way from the ultraviolet through blue, green, oranges into red, and then far red, which is just beyond the visible spectrum. Each of those colours of light, and sometimes the ratio between two different colours, determines different outcomes for the plant. We're really heavily interested in using far red light, so as I say it's just beyond the visible spectrum, to control flowering time in plants. And it turns out that if you give a plant a flash of this far red light, only a few seconds long and not very bright, you can delay flowering indefinitely. And this is a key consideration if you're growing a herb, shall we say, like basil, where you don't want the plant to flower, but you want it to produce as many leaves as possible. Furthermore, you can use far red light and indeed green light to make the plant more bushy potentially. So if you want a bushy plant, like a herb, where you want as many leaves as possible, giving it a splash of green light convinces the plant that it's under shade and will encourage it to branch rapidly. Blue light results in a very fast stomatal opening response, and green light will tend to encourage the plant to close its stomata. Again, we can use these two colours of light to manipulate the outcomes that we want. But controlled environment agriculture is more than just researchers helping improve productivity. There are a huge number of careers and jobs required to make the whole system work. And we've got some examples here. So I've just highlighted that I do academic research, but there's also commercial research. So large firms, for instance, some of the large glasshouse firms such as Cheese Growers or Anglia Salads, which operate in this region, will employ commercial scientists to research their plant programs. They might want to introduce new varieties. They might want to know the best way to grow those varieties. And those scientists will require technical support, individuals who know how to engineer the systems to grow the plants in, people who understand the best way to grow plants to improve output, people who know the breeding process and can manage breeding programs. Moving from research to production, we also need production managers who will control the full range of activities of a plant or site or greenhouse. There will also be quality control. How do you ensure that when you deliver a product to a supermarket, for instance, it meets their requirements? It can be very expensive to get it wrong. Because this is agri-tech, we can collect a huge amount of data, but how do we put that data together? What sensors do we use? How do we know that we're measuring the right sorts of things? We need a considerable number of data scientists who understand data itself and also connectivity between devices. Some of these devices might be very remote, satellites. There might be little devices in fields or greenhouses. How do we keep the battery going? How do we make sure they are online at the times we want them? All these sorts of challenges face the data scientist and the network expert. The grower also needs to sell their product, and therefore you'll need some marketing expertise. You'll need sales and sales support. You'll also need to have contacts into supermarkets, and supermarkets themselves employ buyers, and the buyers will source products and they will specify the quality that they want. All these will require skills that you could develop in a life sciences degree. So I've just given you a quick run through of what we do and how it might apply to the real world, and then I just wanted to bring to your attention some of the degrees we offer here at the University of Essex. So I've just outlined there 6 bachelor's degrees. That would be the first degree you would take if you came to university, in a range of subjects in biological sciences. And then if you choose to do further study, you could do a master's, and again we offer a wide range of master's courses. And then, if you still loved biology, you might want to go on and do a PhD, and that would be in a field of your choosing, in a subject that you found you were passionate about. So, thank you for listening. I hope you've enjoyed the talk, and do come and visit us at the University of Essex, either virtually or in person, as soon as you can. Thank you.